I'm Carla Page, and welcome to my program. I'm so happy to be with you this week, and you know, I always start with my mask on, and then I remove that. Yes, because we do. We make sure that we do the right thing with everything that has to do with the COVID. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got a fabulous program this week, and my guest is full of information, valuable information, and you know, we are filming this at the lovely, wonderful, fantastic Proctor's Theater, downtown Schenectady, a theater that I sang at many, many times in the future, in my past, and plan to do so in the future. So tune in, get on the phone. I always say let all your friends know we're on and tell them to tune in, okay? We would love to have you watching. So I'm going to be speaking with Pastor David King of Bethel Full Gospel Church, 3625 Guilderland Avenue in Rotterdam. And he's here because I am just very honored to have him as a guest, because he, besides the church and the fact that he's been a pastor there for 15 years, they have a store. It's a thrift store that helps people. And you know, I'm all about helping, My platforms are the hungry and the homeless. So they have a thrift store, Bethel Thrift Store, at 1400 Altamont Avenue in Rotterdam. And we're going to be talking about that. It's a nonprofit store, of course. But I want you to just know that people are out here helping, and they are giving. And people are doing the right thing by others. So I'm happy to have you. Thank you. Could I just elbow you? Elbow you there. Oh, my God. Thank you for coming. I know you're busy, and I
got lots going on.
I really appreciate you coming so much. I met you, what, a year or two ago? Something like that, at the store.
At the store. I was behind the register that night.
Yes, and I've been wanting you to come to be with us for so long, and I'm glad that we're doing it now. I am. I'm going to start off by talking about your church. Now, I still cannot believe you've been the pastor there for 15. You look real, and I know you're young. 15 years?
Yep, and we've talked about this before, Carla. You've been doing this 42, and I was shocked.
Yes,
because you also look lovely.
Thank you.
For your age. I thought maybe you were around the same age as me. So, you know, that was a shock for me. So, definitely, it's it's been an honor.
So, when was the calling? Was it when you were a teenager?
For me, yeah, I felt the calling to go into ministry. I didn't know exactly where, but I felt that calling when I was a teenager, that I was going to go into the ministry of being a pastor to help people, to help them in their faith journey and through their life and their struggles. So that happened when I was a teenager.
Is there anyone else in your family that's in the clergy?
Not directly, but I have done some ancestry DNA stuff and ancestry stuff, and way back in the early 1900s, I did find a rabbi that was in my family. So that was the only other one that I found.
Wow. And you're married and you have children?
Yep, I have been married. Now, I better get this right?
Hey, yes, you better.
I've been married for 16 years, and I have three. See, I have 3 children. I have two girls and a son. My oldest is 14, and I have an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old boy.
Beautiful.
So, yeah,
wow.
I've definitely been blessed.
You can wave to them, say hi.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, that's good.
Love you all.
Now, your church service, the other people you work with there, do you have other pastors that are there as well?
Yep, we do have other pastors. We have our lead pastor, who's been at the church now for 17 years. He was there 2 years before hiring myself. He is still there, and we have 2 other campuses that are a part of our church. One is down in the north side of Schenectady on Foster and Lang, which we have Pastor Dan Hudson, who oversees that. And we have another church up in Saratoga County that we took on, and we have a pastor there. We have a youth director, and we also have a children's pastor who's done a fabulous job. She's been with us for a number of years now.
Good, good. So I want the viewers now to know when your services are on Sunday and tell them about Bible study and other programs. And then I do want to talk about the thrift store, because the thrift store is
that.
really, I do, and I'm somebody that's, oh my God. And I've made friends with all the women
Oh,
there.
yeah. They talk about Carla all the time. I hear it almost every time you go in, which is weekly. I know
Yes,
that.
it is.
I hear about Carla coming into the store and, Pastor David, you need to get on our show. Pastor David, you need to get on our show. I'm like, yes, I know. But even when I met you that first time, I never forgot you. You have that personality and you have that presence about you that people remember that.
Oh, thank
They
you.
remember that, and it brightens up their day.
Oh,
It does.
oh,
It brightens
thank
up their
you.
day.
Thank you.
And they
Thank you.
they love when you come in.
Thank you.
Truly.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So
Wow.
our
I
services.
love them too.
You do. Our services are 8:30 and 10:30, which are our Sunday morning services. They're also streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. And we have our midweek Bible study that is online only, and that is at 6:30 on Wednesday night. So it should be premiering tonight at 6:30. And then we have our other campuses are doing some Bible studies throughout the week, and we have different life groups for people to get involved in for a more intimate setting.
Yes.
That they can start really building those relationships, because it's really those relationships that help you through the hard times that you have, that you can lean on, that you can hold on to. And when we see that we are missing those relationships, or we don't have those relationships, it makes life even harder. And we don't want that. We want to help build those relationships for people, so that when they do go through hard times, when we do have a year like we had,
Yes.
we have people that we can lean on one another, we can support one
So
another,
true.
we can help one another through these hard times.
So true. I thoroughly agree with you, because that's the thing that really helps out, when you know you have someone you can call in the wee hours of the morning.
Yep.
And someone's there to listen to you.
Yeah.
And that they really care.
They really care, and that's what matters. I don't care, where you've been, where you're really in the sense of where you're going. I care that it's your life that I want to help. I want to bring value to. I want to bring support to. I want to get you where God wants you to be, and that's through love and support.
Sure. So give the viewers, our lovely viewers, your telephone number of the church or online information, so if anyone has any questions or comments.
Yeah, definitely. Our online, you can find us at bethelfullgospel.com. That's our website. And our church office number is 518-355-1866.
Okay, beautiful.
Contact us there.
And then you're there all the time.
I'm there all the time. Sometimes I'm in and out of the office doing different things. A lot of my stuff is all the behind the scenes, helping the different ministries, the events that are going on, doing a lot of the background.
Because you have a
stuff.
lot of other programs and activities,
Yep.
right? Sure.
Yep, so-
If you're just tuning in, I'm Carla, and I've got with me Pastor David King of Bethel Full Gospel Church, located at 3625 Guilderland Avenue in Rotterdam. They have a thrift store, and it's called Bethel Thrift, and I'm
Yep.
telling you, it's been around for 3 years. If you've never heard of it, it's a nonprofit, because all of the proceeds, of course, are going to, the worthy causes that we know that are so much. Need is big out here today. Need is strong and big. So what they're doing is providing a wonderful service for people. So let's talk about before we go into the store, I just have to ask you about your involvement with the city mission.
Yep.
Because I've had Mike Sakoshia on my show several
Awesome.
times, and Sandy from the thrift store on Route 50, and other people from the city mission. What is your relationship? And this is how you got involved with the store.
A number of years ago, we were partnering up with the city mission, coming in to help them with some of their devotional times at the distribution center that they have over on Cheltenham Ave, where a lot of the red boxes and all of that stuff goes into. And actually before that, we were helping with their backpack program, with helping deliver the foods to the schools in Schenectady so that the kids would have food on the weekends to eat. So we're helping with that. And through that, we knew that they had their thrift store and they weren't looking to open up another thrift store, but we knew that there was still a need in Rotterdam and Schenectady for people to have a thrift store, to get clothes that are good quality for a little bit less, and also to help supply free needs for people that found themselves in really hard times through fire or through domestic situations, through floods that happened in their life, that we would just say, the store is yours to shop and it's free. So we've been able to bless many people through that. It's probably been well over 100 people through helping with that, plus helping through the program's called the Care Portal that we got connected with, and it's a program that connects DSS and the churches that we can help those kids that are about to go into foster care or might have to be removed from their houses, and we're trying to keep them in the house, but they need beds, they need clothes for the kids, they don't have some of these basic needs, and we're able to get that equipment and those clothes to them.
Also, okay, so that's the Care Portal. Tell me about the Boxes of Love.
Boxes of Love.
Boxes of Love.
I even brought the sheet. Boxes of Love has been just a huge part of an outreach that we do at Bethel over the years, and has grown. We've probably been doing it about 8 years. And the whole idea of Boxes of Love is to get a Thanksgiving meal, all the supplies for a Thanksgiving meal, into families that need it, so that they can have a Thanksgiving meal in their home with their family. So what we do is at Bethel, we purchase all the boxes and we hand them out to our congregation. They take the box and they go fill it up with the different items for this Thanksgiving meal, and the church supplies the turkey to go in it, and the Monday before Thanksgiving, we go out and we deliver all these boxes to these families so they can have that Thanksgiving meal in
And
their
how
home.
can you be put on the list to get one of the dinners?
Yep, to get one of the dinners, we are taking names if you're in need and you need to. Please call the church office at the 518-355-1866. We do have a limited supply, so we don't have unlimited supplies, but we do the best to meet all the needs. This year, we already have 194 boxes to families that have already said that they need a box, and we have already committed to helping those families within the Mohonasen district, the Chalmont district, and the Schenectady school districts. But please, if you do need that, and we don't know about it, please reach out to us. We'd love to try to be able to help you the best we can.
Sure, that's wonderful. Or if you're on the other side where you have means and you can help and you can donate to them.
Yep.
I mean, think about it, all the stuff that everybody's been going through. If you're someone who has a way to donate to them to be able to serve dinners to these families, contact Pastor as well, because you could donate some food. It's not too late to do
it's
that.
Not too late to do that at all.
And you're
Please.
going to be helping, we all want to do something for someone, especially now. And if your heart is crying out to help, why not help them?
Yeah, and
help them.
And we don't work just by ourselves. That we have 2 other churches that are close to us, Princetown Church out in Dwaynesburg and Sunrise Bible Church in Rotterdam that we've been doing this with for the last number of years. So it's not just Bethel. Other churches are coming alongside of us
Sure.
To help this need, because it's not just about Bethel. There's other churches that are able to help also, and they're helping different people also.
Well, I just want to say hello to your congregation. I just want, and I definitely want to come and fellowship with you sometime. You'll see me.
Welcome.
You'll look out there. There she is. All right. So Bethel Thrift Store.
Yes.
Oh my God! 3 years been around.
Yeah. And I think that's how we're looking so good today, right?
And a nonprofit, of course. you know, the nonprofit. I love going in there because they're just fun. Those ladies are fun. How did this idea come about? I know you were saying about the city mission,
The city mission.
but the fact that you wanted to actually do a store.
That's a God thing. We are always looking for ways on how we can help our community, how we can reach out and not just be inner focused, not just be thinking about just our congregation or just the people that are coming, but how can we reach out? And when we thought about it and prayed about it and said, hey, this is actually an idea of that we could open up a store that would minister to people to buy clothes, to people to get clothes, and even more so, a person that's having a hard day and walks into a store and sees a smile on you know, our Sharon or Ruthie or one of our other volunteers, and that they're not interested in just selling them an item or clothes, but to hear their story, to pray with them if they need to pray, and just to give them encouragement.
Right.
Because I tell Sharon, I tell Ruthie, I said, it's not about selling the clothes, it's not about, you know, bringing in the money to go out. It's about that person and meeting the need on where they're at, whether it's clothes or whether it's just a word of encouragement
That's
to
right.
them, to help them through that day.
I love it. I do. Even the radio station is a Christian radio station. It is. And, you know, I know Pauline is there and Pat, and I know, and these women are volunteering.
Yes. Yep.
They're volunteering.
Their time.
They're not getting paid. They're volunteering. So let the people know the hours so that they can, again, this is a nonprofit. So I want to be able to let people know that they can help you too by coming and also by donating stuff that they may no longer need. You can
Right.
donate to them, and that's how they can help too. But what are your hours there?
So our hours for donations only, while we're still dealing with COVID and the different restrictions on us, our hours for donation are 10 a.m. on Monday to 3 p.m. on Monday. So Monday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our donation time. We have the store closed on Tuesday, and then our store is open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 6 each day for Wednesday through Saturday
Okay.
for shopping times.
And then when you do your donating, you come to the rear of the store.
Correct.
Come to the back of the store, and then there'll be someone there that can take your donations. And you have everything in there. There's household stuff,
Yep.
clothing, stuff for men, women, children, you know, all kind of things.
All kinds of stuff. We have.
I mean, it's really something.
Yeah. Toys. The
Toys,
kids love
books.
coming in with their mom, and they go
Jewelry.
straight to the toy section.
I know,
Yep.
shoes, accessories. I mean, I'm really impressed by, and the store, I want to say this to you, it's kept up so nicely. Those women keep that store up.
They do.
They keep everything neat, folded. They don't play.
No, they don't. Our volunteers, Sharon and Ruth, and all the other volunteers, Pauline, they do an awesome job with keeping that store looking as good as it does. I just applaud them over and over again for that and what they do there.
Sure.
They do an awesome job.
So may I ask you about, we're saying this is a nonprofit, so the money that comes in goes to where?
So the money that comes in obviously goes to pay some of our expenses of having the store there and keeping it up and running. But all the other proceeds that we do get go to the city mission, go to helping with Care Portal that we support, and also through our church. We had a gentleman a number of years ago who's a Haitian national, and he was looking to start an orphanage in Haiti. And start an orphanage in Haiti. So we also help that orphanage. It's called His Work International, HWI for short. And right now they have 8 to 10 orphans that are there in that orphanage. Plus they just started a school this past 2019. They just started a school to help minister to the community where they are right outside of Port-au-Prince. So not only, I should say, we've also sent clothes that they need to them, plus donations over the years in monetary value.
Wow, wonderful. Wow, wonderful. Pastor David King, I'm really, really honored to have you here. You know, you have a spirit that is like a, you're like a big brother, and I know that must be how people see you at your church. I mean, you've been there for 15 years, and you seem like somebody you could just talk to and, spill your guts to,
Definitely.
Does that happen a lot?
It happens a lot. Happens a lot.
See, I called it right. I have a couple of testimonies that I wanted to surprise you about from two women who do go and shop at Bethel Thrift. They asked me not to say their names, and I said I wouldn't. But I wanted to tell you what they said because it touched me to no end. And I wanted all the people that work with you at the thrift store, Sharon and all of them, to hear this too. One lady said, "Everything crushed in on me after COVID-19. I had no job, 4 children, and no money. I found out about Bethel. It was a real godsend." That's one. And I have a second. And I probably could have even had more testimonies, but I thought, at least I wanted to give you 2. Okay? This other lady said, "When my husband left, my world fell apart. I had to find a part-time job. We barely ate, had no money for clothes and accessories. I have 5 children. Thank God for Bethel. The staff is so nice and welcoming. And at least my children and I can look decent and presentable."
That's what I said.
And presentable. Come on. Anyway, how can people reach at the store? Call or online?
Of course, I'm blanking on the phone number right now.
Oh, I have it. I do. Well, we'll do this as a team.
Awesome.
This is a team effort. You want to give the internet, and I'll give the number? Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
BethelThrift.com.
Oh, yeah. And the phone number is 518-631-9073. 518-631-9073. They're open Wednesday through Saturday,
10 to 6.
10 a.m., 6 p.m., okay? And donations can be dropped off Mondays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the rear, in that 1400 Altamont Avenue. It's actually in that, it's over where the Hannaford is.
Hannaford
So
Plaza, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If people are like, where's that? Where's for?
Right
it's
in the
right
corner.
it's there.
Yep,
It's
right next to the nail salon and Rent-A-Center.
Yeah, really, So let me ask you this before we wind this up. The COVID has hit everyone in a terrible way. We're all dealing with it. How have you and your church and the store been dealing with this pandemic?
It's been difficult. We've tried to do the best we can, but with all of it, we are trying to reach people where they're at. Being that helping hand, being that support, being that listening ear, and just doing our part to support people that are hurting, support people that feel like they're drowning in depression, feel like they're drowning in anxiety, financially, clothes, to be there to lift them up and saying, there's still hope. There is still hope. Even though it may not look like it, even though it may look bleak, it may look like walls are caving in, there is still hope for you. There is still hope for your life, for your family, for your future. And that's what we're looking to help people with, have and see that hope that is still there.
Wow. And we're actually filming this the day after the election, November 3rd, 2020, we are filming this. Just your brief reaction about this election. I can't have you sit beside me and not ask you.
I know. This election season has been crazy. on any side that you're looking at. But the one comfort that I hold dear is no matter if the person that I voted for gets in or not, my God, Jesus is still King. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to love my brother and my sister as myself. I'm going to try to do the best I can to reach those people and help them have hope and do my part. No politician, no elected official is going to stop me or hold me back from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to love you. I'm going to love Zeb, who's behind that camera.
Yay, Zeb.
I'm going to love Sophia, who's up in the audience listening to some music up there maybe. I'm going to show my love to whoever I can.
Sure. Well,
that's where I'm at.
I would love to have you come back and talk about Code Blue, and I know you've got a goal of
$10,000 we're looking to raise for Code Blue for
Yeah.
the Schenectady City Mission. It's getting cold up here in New York,
Yes.
New York State, upstate New York.
And I want people to call you to ask you, give your information one more quick
so,
time.
BethelFullGospel.com. You can go on there and see the information about our church. And we have a way that you can actually give right online to those different missions that we go through and we help support. Also, if you would like to call, you can call at 518-355-1866. That number has not changed since I've been at the church, so that's why I know that
good.
number.
And real fast, what do you have to be thankful for this Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is November 26th, and Veterans Day, November 11th. Veterans, you know I love you. Real fast.
I am thankful for my wife and my family, my kids, who they're my joy. That my family is my joy. So I'm thankful for them. You
know something, Elbow again? I had a wonderful time interviewing you. It was blessed and anointed. And come again.
Definitely.
Come again. Thank you all for watching. I am just really in I'm in just a high spirit by talking with Pastor David. Veterans, again, happy Veterans Day. We love you, and happy Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for and grateful for. Come back next week, okay? I want you to make sure you come and watch me next week. And when you see me out there, please say hello to me. Bye-bye.